Hello, everybody, and welcome to another live Argentina discussion. My name is Roy Nemer of Mundo Albiceleste.com. I am joined by Osvaldo Godoy, also of Mundo Albiceleste.com, in a very, very special place tonight, Chase Stadium in Florida for Inter Miami versus Tigres. We're going to talk all about that. First things first, Osvaldo, how are you? How is everything?
I'm doing well, Roy. Once again at the Inter Miami Stadium tonight. Tigres versus Inter Miami. We're gonna talk about if Messi's playing or is he not playing. If he's gonna start, is he gonna be at the bench? There's a lot of doubts, and there's just an hour and a half to the game, and a lot to talk also about the Argentina national team. The squad was announced for the next double match day in September. In September, there's some names that are included, some that are excluded. So there's a lot of topics to talk about.
Oh, certainly a lot, certainly a lot. Let's get to the chat as always. First things first, let us know where you're watching down below. If you're new to the channel, hit the like button, subscribe button, hit the notifications button to be the first person notified as soon as we go live or a new video drops. Paro Miguel, hello, Paro Miguel. How are you, my friend? Hope you're doing well. Joao Vitor, hello, guys. Saludos from Brazil. Vamos, Argentina. Thank you for joining us all the way from Brazil. Very curious, by the way, which Brazilian club do you support? Or do you not support a Brazilian club? You support an Argentina club? Let us know in the comments. I'm curious about that. But thank you for joining. Joel, hello, Joel. Thank you so much for joining. Have a great live, boys. We'll catch it a bit later. Thank you so much for the support. And Mr. Happy, hello, everyone. Hello, Mr. Happy. I hope you're happy. I hope you're doing well. Keanu Ruiz, hi, boys. Hello, Keanu Ruiz. I always mention it. I love that name. How are you, my friend? Hope you're doing well. All right, let's get to it. The big news: Lionel Messi, Inter Miami, Leagues Cup. There's going to be a couple of Argentina players, not only from Inter Miami side, but also the Mexican side. We got Angel Correa, a World Cup winner with Argentina, that will be taking part in this match. Is Messi going to play? Is he not going to play? We don't know. We were discussing this right before we went on the air, Osvaldo. You know, the hints, or maybe the subtle hints, maybe not, but we're not sure yet.
Yes, we don't know for sure. What we know is that on social media, Inter Miami usually do a post a couple of hours before the game. And if Messi plays, his jersey always appears there or something, a hint appears there. And the truth is that this time, I think it was Jordi Alba and David Ruiz. Messi didn't appear in that promotion picture. And whenever that happens, that means that Messi at least is not a starter. So we can almost confirm that. Hopefully, it's a surprise that not even the social media of Inter Miami knows, and maybe who knows, he will start. But I see it very difficult, especially because he didn't train with the team yesterday, the practice. And you saw him after that brilliant performance with a goal and with an assist. He still was not 100% fit coming back from the injury. And the question is, did Mascherano hurry up on getting Messi back to playing?
We don't know, and we're gonna find out, of course. And I'm going through just Inter Miami's social media. You're right. You know, there's no real picture of Messi in the jerseys. We have Jordi Alba, we have Ruiz, we have a picture of Chase Stadium, which is right behind you, and a picture of the
Yes.
jersey of the Inter Miami
Let
jersey
me tell you
itself.
something, Roy. I don't know if you guys are able to see it, but
I see the rain.
it's starting to rain. Let me go somewhere where there's
Go for it.
exactly. I'll be right
Go
back.
for it. All right, Osvaldo. We'll see you in a bit. All right. See, technical difficulties. It's Mother Nature. It's the weather in Florida. But don't worry about it. We got so much more to get to until Osvaldo rejoins us back from Chase Stadium. Let's get to the chat, and then we'll talk a little bit about the Argentina national team. I know that's a big topic of discussion. So let's get to the chat. Cano Ruiz, Osvaldo Boca finally won a match this weekend. About time. About time. I know he's very happy about that. Joao, Sao Paulo. Okay. Biggest club in Brazil, Sao Paulo. But I respect Boca a lot. There you go. Much respect to you. And thank you so much for answering that question. Mizanur, I'm sorry if I'm mispronouncing that. Hello, all the way from Bangladesh. Good morning. Good Thursday morning, I want to say to you over in Bangladesh. Thank you so much for joining. So that's the thing going on right now with Inter Miami. We don't know if Messi will be playing against Tigres. As you know, I mentioned Messi, obviously Rodrigo de Paul. In all likelihood, he is set to start. But Angel Correa, who has had a very good Leagues Cup with Tigres, in all likelihood, he's probably going to be starting for them as well. So we're going to be looking at maybe 2, possibly 3 Argentine World Cup winners on the pitch later tonight at Chase Stadium, where Osvaldo is at, and hopefully it's not raining too hard and there's no delay there. Let's get to the chat, and then we're going to talk a little bit about the Argentina national team, and by a little bit, we're going to talk a lot about the Argentina national team. Mr. Happy's Dybala injured. Doesn't look like it, my friend. He took part in a preseason game for Roma, so he's fit as far as I know. I haven't seen any injuries from him. Campbell, hello. Hi, Campbell. How are you? I hope you're doing well. Let us know down below where you're watching from, Campbell. Always a pleasure. Joao Vitor, I heard Messi will play only one last game for Argentina. Is it true? So this part is actually something that we mentioned a while back when it came to these live videos. So essentially, is it true? Possibly, but not necessarily. So Lionel Messi, the Argentina national team will be playing a World Cup qualifying match in September in Buenos Aires. So World Cup qualifier there. In October, they're going to be playing 2 matches in the United States. And in November, they're going to be playing 2 friendly matches. The first one in Angola and the second one in Qatar. So far, end of the year, from now to the end of the year, Argentina will be playing 1 match in Argentina. That leaves next year. Now, next year, there's the World Cup. Before the World Cup in March, there's a FIFA date. It might be the Finalissima. If it is the Finalissima, it probably will not be held in Argentina. So excluding maybe potentially 1 last friendly match before the World Cup, if that one's played in Argentina, then that one will probably be Messi's last match with the national team in Argentina. If that friendly match is not taking place in Argentina, then the World Cup qualifying match in September would be his last one in Argentina. So we don't know 100% for sure just yet in terms of, is Messi going to play his last match for Argentina in September in Argentina? We don't know just yet. Let's continue. Hopefully that answered your question. All right. Sumi, I hope Messi is fit. I would love if Sule and Guy were selected, but let's see. What we're going to get to the team that got called up. This shirt is amazing, Roy. Never got the chance to buy one. Are you talking about this one here, the one the current Argentina one, or any ones from the back, the 1998 one or the 1994 one? My direction is really off tonight. I'm so sorry. Jackson, Claudio Echeverri, he's part of the preliminary team, and glad I could help. All right, let's get to the Argentina team that was called up, or that has been called up, the preliminary team. And then we'll get to Campbell. I'll get to your question in just a moment, my friend. Thank you for sharing that question. I'm just we'll show the preliminary list, and then we'll get back to your question. So I'm just gonna pull this up here. There you are. Now, let's not forget that Enzo Fernandez is suspended for this one. But the preliminary team for Argentina for the World Cup qualifying matches, the last 2 World Cup qualifying matches versus Venezuela and Ecuador, are Emiliano Martinez, Walter Benitez, and Jeronimo Rulli. Those are the 3 goalkeepers that have been selected. After that, Christian Romero, Nicolas Otamendi, Nahuel Molina, Gonzalo Montiel is back in the team. Leonardo Balerdi, Juan Foyth, Nicolas Tagliafico, Marcos Acuna returns to the team. Although this is the preliminary list, I don't know if he'll be cut for the final list. And Julio Soler and Facundo Medina. So Soler has been called up in the past, has not yet represented the team at senior level just yet. After that, in midfield, Alexis McAllister, Ezequiel Palacios, Alan Varela. That's a big name that many have been asking to be part of the national team. Varela is included, at least in the preliminary team. After that, Leandro Paredes. We mentioned Boca earlier. Paredes is included. Thiago Almada, Nico Paz is in the team, as is Rodrigo de Paul, who will be playing with Inter Miami in just a couple of minutes. Gio Lo Celso is back in the team, or still in the team, depending on what call-ups you're looking at. And then up front, or attacking midfield and up, depending on the different positions over here, we have Claudio Echeverri of Manchester City. Well, previously Manchester City, looks to be Bayer Leverkusen. Franco Mastantuono of Real Madrid, who played his first match with the legendary club 24 hours ago, yesterday. Valentin Carboni is back. He scored a preseason goal for Genoa. It's over on MundoAlbiceleste.com. We have the article up. Valentin Carboni is there. Juliano Simeone is included. Angel Correa, who will also be taking part in the Leagues Cup match in just about an hour's time, is included. Julian Alvarez, Nico Gonzalez, Lionel Messi, Lautaro Martinez, and Jose Manuel Lopez of Palmeiras. That one is the big surprise in the Argentina inclusion here. Jose Manuel Lopez of Palmeiras included in the team. So no Enzo Fernandez due to injury. Due to suspension. He's not included. Let me just go back here. There you are. All right. So no Enzo Fernandez. Matias Soulé is the big exclusion here. No Paulo Dybala. Someone mentioned Dybala. Is he injured? Is he not? He's not injured, but he's not included. He's excluded. Alejandro Garnacho excluded as well. So some relatively big names, but the big one being Matias Soulé. Let's get to the chat and see what everyone is talking about and get to the questions. Campbell, I feel like Scaloni has given us so much for us to trust him. Why do people still doubt his selections? That's a very good question. I personally don't doubt his selections. I just think people want to see maybe different names in different positions, specifically the left back and the right back. Valentin Barco has been playing well with Strasbourg over in Ligue 1, but not necessarily left back, maybe even left wing back or left midfielder. But he's been playing relatively well for them. But yeah, a lot of people are asking for Bernabei of Internacional de Porto Alegre. People are asking for Palmeiras, Agustin Gay of Palmeiras for the right back. Those are the two positions, mostly because on the right-hand side, Argentina is playing Molina, who is not getting many minutes with Atletico Madrid, and Gonzalo Montiel, who is not maybe going through the best of forms with River Plate or just in general for the last year or two. And people are looking at the World Cup next year thinking, is Argentina really going to start Molina and Montiel over on the right-hand side? That's the big thing over here. Speaking of big thing, we have a big thing coming up, and that is the return of Mr. Osvaldo Godoy. Osvaldo.
Yes. The good thing, it was just a cloud. And the good thing of being in Florida is that I'm already dry. I mean, I got pretty soaked, but now after 5 minutes of sun, now I'm fine again.
There you go.
So yes, we're back here. Hopefully, it shouldn't be raining during the game. But if it does, yeah.
Oh no! I was gonna say it looks not too bad. I see like blue skies behind you, a bit of cloud, but blue skies in general.
Yeah, and the weather forecast didn't say it was gonna rain, so I guess it was just that cloud that was annoying for those 5 minutes. But still waiting for the news of Messi and Inter Miami.
Yeah, no, let's see. I'm looking to see now if there's anything regarding Messi or not. I haven't seen anything just yet. Let me just give me one moment. So we were kind of discussing the latest team, the preliminary team for Argentina, talking about how no Enzo Fernandez. Ooh, I don't know what this means, but there's a picture of Messi and Rodrigo de Paul before the game tonight. Rodrigo de Paul is dressed all in pink in the typical Adidas, what the Inter Miami players wear. Messi's not wearing that. Messi's wearing Adidas shoes, but he's wearing what looks to be brownish pants and a white t-shirt.
Okay. So you think he's not even going to be in the bench for today?
I don't know. He's not dressed like the other players. You know how typically they have the Inter Miami pink t-shirt and shorts? Messi's not wearing that. So I don't know if that's any indication, if that means anything. Maybe not. Maybe nothing at all. But so far, at least from what we could tell, it does not look like Messi will be playing. Not yet.
The warm-up starts in around half an hour. We'll have more news about it when that happens. Usually, even when Messi goes to the bench, I remember sometimes that he wouldn't start. He wouldn't even warm up with the team. So that doesn't really necessarily mean that if he doesn't warm up with the whole team, that he won't even be on the bench. But for sure, it's almost confirmed that he won't start tonight.
Yeah, it's all but confirmed. It looks like, at least so far. So going back, we were just talking about the latest Argentina team. So no Enzo Fernandez due to injury. Matias Soulé not called up despite playing very well for Roma, at least in preseason. Dybala not called up. Garnacho, we know, not called up. No new left back, no new right back. I mean, Soler is included, but no Agustin Gay, no Bernabei of Internacional de Porto Alegre. So not there. What did you think? Your overall thoughts, and we'll get to the chat as well. What everyone else thinks, but what did you think of the team, Osvaldo?
I've heard a lot of critics in these past days. There's some names that I think there should be there, and some that shouldn't really be there. As I told you, I think over text, I think Agustin Jai had a great opportunity to be one of the right backs for Argentina. I even thought that he might have a chance to be a starter. Who knows? In the 2026 World Cup, we talk about Nahuel Molina and Gonzalo Montiel's form that is not as it used to be in the last World Cup, for example. And then a surprise like Jose Manuel Lopez, the striker from Palmeiras. Something about him and that decision about Scaloni. I think he's still trying to find that third option as a striker for Argentina. He tried with Valentin Castellanos. At some moment, I think he tried also with Giovanni Simeone some years ago.
Yeah.
He's still trying to find that third striker behind Lautaro Martinez and behind Julian Alvarez.
Yeah, that was a big one of that. I had mentioned while you're trying not to get too wet from the rain. Jose Manuel Lopez of Palmeiras being called up. We'll see. That particular one reminds me of years back when Sabella called up. Was it Hernan Barcos? At the time, Barcos, I believe, was with I want to say Gremio or Cruzeiro, but I believe it was Gremio. And he was doing well, and he was doing well before that a little bit in Argentina, and he was scoring, and Sabella was trying him out. He played a handful of matches with Argentina. I think it's that, to be honest with you. I think Scaloni is maybe looking for that third option. He tried Lucas Bertan. That didn't work. He tried Tati Castellanos. Not necessarily. He's going for Jose Manuel Lopez now. Who knows if he's going to find him? Who knows? But
yeah. And the truth is that he doesn't really use much. The third striker, of course, especially in a double match day, you don't really have many games or many minutes to try them. And it's a good message to all those players out there, strikers in this particular case, that if they do a good job in their clubs, they may have the chance to be called up. Probably won't have many minutes, of course, but still a good message for all those players.
No, absolutely. A very good message. And you know what? And I'll get to the chat. I know there's a lot of questions. We'll get to it in just a minute. But this also confirms, people that said, oh, Scaloni doesn't call up players that play in Brazil. I mean, he just called one up that plays with Palmeiras. And now whether or not he makes the final cut, or we don't know, time will tell. But he is keeping an eye out. And there are two fullbacks, Argentine fullbacks, playing there. So
yes.
We'll have to see. We'll have to see there.
Yes, and two fullbacks playing the Argentina League 2, like Gonzalo Montiel, Marcos Acuna. So he definitely takes a look at the teams that are in South America for sure.
Yeah, no, 100%, 100%. All right, let's get to the chat. A lot of comments, a lot of questions. I love it. Let us know down below, everybody, where you're watching from, and hit the like button if you haven't already. Well, thank you. Talking about the jerseys, they're all nice. Keanu Ruiz, do we know where the Finalissima will be played? Not yet. We don't know yet, my friend. Mr. Happy, any new faces for left back and right back? I mean, Julio Soler is technically the only one. Sam, hello, Sam. Asking, is Enzo not included? Enzo Fernandez is suspended for the matches in September, so he has not been called up. Scaloni should set a young center back with Guti Romero. I'd like Balerdi. Balerdi is certainly an option. He's my favorite to replace Nicolas Otamendi. Let's not forget Lisandro Martinez too. Keanu Ruiz. Why has Acuna been an outcast recently for the national team? I thought he was class when he played for us. Was crucial in 2022. Osvaldo, it's fair to say for Acuna it was mostly injuries at this point, and going back to River Plate going to River Plate, maybe not the best decision for him. Sumaya, so good to see an Argentine prospect finally back at Real Madrid after so long. Hope Mastantuono has a good, productive season. Question for you, Osvaldo. How do you think it's going to go for Mastantuono? I believe we lost Osvaldo for a moment.
There you go. You have me there.
No worries.
Sorry.
That's okay.
It's the connection, the rain, everything. But
it's all right.
But yeah, Marcos Acuna was injured at some point. I think Nicolás Tagliafico over the past years, since he stayed in Europe, it's the starting left back for Argentina. But then Marcos Acuna, I mean, he has been called up now, and if he wasn't called up in the last couple of double match days, I think it had to be due to injuries. But we talk about that left back position. We have some players that are young, that have a lot of potential. Valentin Barco, Julio Soler. It's good that Julio Soler has been called up, in my opinion.
Yeah, hopefully he remains with the team. That's my main thing. I don't want him to be called up and ultimately drop. No, Marcos Senesi, his teammate over at Bournemouth, he is not called up. Pepto Bismol saying Messi not playing. Not we don't know for sure just yet, but it does not look like he will start. The Thrill, hello, The Thrill. Echeverri and Mastantuono called up for September. Yes, they are. Question for you, Osvaldo. Do you think Echeverri and Mastantuono make the final cut for September, or do you think they get cut?
It's a good question. I think Mastantuono will make it. He made his debut with Real Madrid, which was incredible for a player to just go to Real Madrid and play a couple of minutes. He did well, in my opinion. It was just a couple of minutes, though. And I see him having more chance than Claudio Echeverri, actually.
Wow.
But it's two huge talents that I think that they're the future of Argentina. And I really believe that one of them, at least, will have the number 10 in the future for Argentina national team.
That's a bold statement right there. That's a very, very bold statement. But yeah, no, I agree. I think at least one of them will make the World Cup. Maybe preferably both of them, two very young, talented players, and definitely part of the future, and at least part of the future and hopefully the present for Argentina. Jackson asking, I wonder what's going on with Emi Martinez. He did not play on Sunday. He did not play on Sunday because he was suspended. He had gotten a red card in the last match of last season for Aston Villa. Faidzi, why is Scaloni not calling up Matias Soulé? I'll ask you this one, Osvaldo. Why do you think? I have no idea why Soulé was not called up here.
That's the biggest critique that I heard these days about Scaloni's list, Matias Soulé not being called up. We talked about this a couple of times. In that position, Argentina has so many players, starting with the number one, with Lionel Messi, of course, that lefty that can start from the right and then go to the middle. And now with Franco Mastantuono, you have another in that position. Dybala, Valentin Carboni. In my opinion, I would have called up Matias Soulé over Valentin Carboni. Carboni being there, it's kind of a surprise. He just came back, I remember in the Club World Cup, from a long injury. Yeah. But the truth is that Scaloni trusted him from the beginning, Carboni.
Oh, he's liked him. He's always liked Carboni, it looks like it. And this is big. I mean, yes, he just came back and he scored for Genoa, but coming back from a big injury like this, being selected over Soulé, he likes him. There's no doubt about that. Jackson saying no Gianluca Prestiani and no Enzo Barrenechea either. I still think Barrenechea makes the World Cup, but that's for another day. Joel, hey boys, just joined. Looking forward to the game. Thank you so much, Joel, for joining and as always showing your support. Marina, hello boys, watching you from Rosario, La Cita del Calcio. I've been following since forever, but I'm usually doing something while you're going live, so I watch your videos later on. It's very nice of you, Marina, and thank you so much for joining and for leaving a comment. Saying no doubt Scaloni's looking for his third number 9. IKLYK, hello from Waterloo, Ontario, Canada. Hello, and thank you for joining. Mizanur saying I really like Alan Varela. And North Village calling up players from MLS to the Brazilian League. Should have all players around the world playing as if they can make the World Cup. Hopefully Montoro can get a shot and would like to see Echeverri next to Messi. Mizanur saying Almada never disappoints. And Keanu Ruiz asking, Osvaldo, are you a season ticket holder for Inter Miami now?
No. With Mundo Albiceleste, we just have media passes. That's why we come every time we can. And what better to do the live discussions with the Inter Miami Stadium in the back, right?
There you go. No, and we do have season pass, a media pass, a media pass with Inter Miami for Inter Miami, yes. And Osvaldo gets to see Messi. Hopefully, he gets to see him tonight, but he gets to see Messi almost every week, which is always a joy. It will be interesting to see if Alan Varela makes a final cut. He can add a different dimension as he is slightly different DM than other options. Yeah, we'll see what's going on if he does get called up. This is the last set of World Cup qualifying matches for the World Cup. October, November are friendly matches. I'm guessing and I'm hoping Scaloni will maybe experiment a little bit in those 2 months. The sun is in your eyes, Osvaldo. It's probably better than the rain, I'm guessing.
It is. I can't complain. I can't
A,
complain.
a
But,
little bit
but
better.
talking about the double match day, I agree with you. I think there's gonna be definitely some innovations in the lineups. Argentina's already qualified as first,
Yeah.
and even thinking about the 2026, I really, if today we had to write on paper the list of Scaloni, I think we would all um, do mistakes because there's so many things happening, especially in this transfer market with Echeverri going to Leverkusen, for example. Ezequiel Palacios, today there's rumors of him maybe going to Saudi
I,
Arabia. There's so much that can happen, so much.
there's certainly a lot. A side note in regards to Palacios, the general manager or sporting director of Bayer Leverkusen came out and pretty much he said no to those rumors. He said
Okay.
they don't something along the lines of they don't intend on selling Palacios or anything like that. So that does not look like it will happen. But you mentioned Echeverri to Bayer Leverkusen. That's an interesting one. Garnacho's much more out than in. Emiliano Martinez looks like he's going to stay there, but Enzo Barrenechea, he's doing very well to start the season. Alan Varela's in the team finally, at least in the preliminary team. Up front, Mastantuono, Echeverri, what's going to happen there? Is there going to be a third striker? Who gets picked? Does Soule get involved in all of this? There's a lot. And as you mentioned, if we were to sit down, pen to paper, write down all the names for the World Cup, we would be wrong 100%. No one would.
Yes, usually there's 30 players that could potentially be in the list 1 year before the World Cup. I think in this case we might easily have 40 players.
Oh, 100%.
And
Definitely.
we can do a list of 40 players, and then still a player that's not in that list could be called up, like it's the case of Lopez from Palmeiras.
Yeah. Oh, yeah,
So
100%,
surprised.
100%. And that's excluding the players that who knows what's going to happen from now to the end of the season. What if, as an example, Emiliano Buendia has a great season? Do you call him up? What happens there? So no, there's certainly a lot, Mizanur, I wanted to stay until the end, but it's 5 a.m. in Bangladesh now. See you again on the next live. That's amazing. Thank you so much for spending your Thursday morning with us. Really, that's incredible. Thank you so much for the support. Thank you. Pepto Bismol, Guardiola. All the goalkeepers are over 30. I don't mind that too much, if I'm being honest. Goalkeepers being over 30 is not the worst thing in the world, especially when one of them is Emiliano Martinez. But I understand for the future, yeah, we're going to need one for sure.
Yes, and the goalkeepers might be a position that we already know that Scaloni doesn't make many changes.
No.
It's Dibu Martinez, Benitez, and Jeronimo Rulli. If nothing weird happens, I think they will be the three.
There are. Look, this is something I'm seeing floating online right now, but it says confirmed. I don't see the source, but it says confirmed. I'm translating it from Spanish to English. Lionel Messi no jugará ante Tigres por la Leagues Cup. Mascherano decidió no arriesgarlo. So he's not going to risk him. Doesn't look like he's going to play. It hasn't been confirmed. But it says, but I don't know about the source.
Then I'm going home. After this live, I'm going home.
No, we'll see. Actually, no, TNT Sports is reporting it. TNT Sports.
Okay.
Messi afuera del partido.
He's out of the match.
Yeah, he's out of the match. So not even on the bench. It doesn't look like it. This is a massive one because it's a quarterfinal game, and Mascherano must have a lot of faith in his team that they could beat Tigres without Messi. That's going to be a big one. This is going to be a big test into Miami and to Mascherano because was it you had sent me the comments of was it Kremaski?
Kremaski, yeah, there was a whole thing going on with Kremaski in talking with the media, basically saying that he didn't know until before the match where he was going to play. At some point, he played as a left back. Kremaski has really been that player that can play anywhere in Mascherano's team. But then Mascherano responded also in press conference. And in my opinion, honestly, I think Kremaski has to be very thankful that he actually plays in this amazing team with these great players. And if you have the chance to play as a left back, just go and play. And he's been doing okay lately.
He's done well. No, he's done well, all things considered, for Inter Miami. But that, to come out and say something like that takes a lot. That really takes a lot.
Yeah, and Mascherano saying that he always has his door of the office open for anything that they wanna tell him, the players or anyone. But the way he addressed to the media, Mascherano, was in a way to say, okay, Benja, it's a young kid. Of course, he's gonna make these mistakes when he makes some comments to the media. So I think it's in the end. I think that the next match after that, Kremaski was a starter for Inter Miami. So I think it just ended up there,
Yeah, I think it ended there, as you said. As you said. All right, let's get to the chat, and then we'll wrap things up. I know you got to get inside as well as Valdo. Sumaya talking about one of the worries is we don't have a good enough backup for Emiliano Martinez. Maybe not, at least not yet. Not yet. Keanu Ruiz saying, in Telasco Segovia, we trust. North Village, I want to know if there's any news on Eki Fernandez. He did not play in the match today. I haven't seen anything new. I know he was linked, I believe, at one point after Sociedad. Was it Leverkusen, I think, or someone?
Yes.
Leverkusen, but nothing yet. Nothing yet. And Sam saying Kremaski was given his chance. He did not do much in the last week. Now, before we wrap things up, Osvaldo, I know we want to maybe the trivia we wanted to do. I don't know if you have time for that. If not, I understand. We can do it in the next video.
No, we do. I think you have the questions there.
Yeah, I do. So first question, and by the way, this you could, if you're on mundoalbiceleste.com, you could win a retro Argentina jersey. All the details on mundoalbiceleste.com. But 3 questions. First one, how many goals did Diego Maradona score during the 1986 FIFA World Cup? How many goals did he score? Was it 3? Was it 4? Was it 5? I'll let everyone in the chat answer. Osvaldo, I think you know the answer to this one.
I think I do. 1986. I believe that he didn't score in the final, but he scored in another couple of matches. I think the answer is 5, right?
I say the answer is 5. Simon, hello, Simon Frigolet. Thank you for joining. Simon saying 5. Mr. Happy saying 3. Keanu Ruiz saying 4. Simon got it right. It's 5. 5 goals scored by Diego Armando Maradona. Never mind. I was gonna spoil the next question, but I won't. Question 2: against which team did Argentina secure a 2-0 win in the semifinals of the 1986 FIFA World Cup? So, who did Argentina beat in the semifinals of that World Cup? Right. Some of the answers still coming in for the other one. Jackson saying 5 goals. Yes, 5 goals. Sam, yes, 5. And IKLYK 5. So next question, against which team did Argentina secure a 2-0 win versus in the semifinals of that World Cup? Who did Argentina beat in the semifinals? Simon saying Belgium. Sam saying Germany. They beat Germany, but it wasn't in the semifinals. Keanu Ruiz saying Belgium. There you are. All right, correct answer, Belgium. Argentina beat Belgium with, if I'm not mistaken, 2 goals by Diego Maradona. Marina saying Belgium, definitely. Yes, Belgica. Belgium for sure. Simon, look at this. Germany was 3-2 in the final. And yes, Keanu Ruiz, Germany was in the final. All right, last question. Aside from Manchester United and Manchester City, which other Premier League club did Carlos Tevez play for? Aside from United and City, which other Premier League club did Carlos Tevez play for?
It was the first European team of Carlos Tevez.
Yes, the first one. He went from Boca to Corinthians to this team, United to City. Which team was it? A bit of a hint. He scored against United in the final match day of that Premier League season, essentially saving them from relegation. Everyone got it right. I love this one. Johnny Era, thank you, Johnny Era, for joining. Johnny Era saying West Ham. Mr. Happy West Ham. Simon West Ham. Craze Chill. That's a nice one. I like that name. West Ham. And Keanu Ruiz saying the Hammer. So West Ham as well. Congratulations to everybody. Yes, it was West Ham United. And he wasn't playing much. He had joined them alongside Javier Mascherano, actually.
Wow.
Maschi didn't play much either there.
What a player, Tevez. It's in my top 3 of favorite of all time, for sure.
Ooh.
I mean, I'm a Boca Juniors fan too. But
there you are. That explains a lot of it.
Yeah, no. My top 3 of like my favorites.
Of
course, not top 3 of the best wearing Argentina shirt, for sure, no.
No.
But Carlos Tevez, in every team he played, he did great. West Ham, they saved him from the relegation. Manchester United, they won the trophy.
treble.
City, the same thing. Boca Juniors, in his first time there, in his second time there, he always won. He's a winner. He was a winner.
Yeah, Marina, Carlitos, he was a crack, total. No, he was a great player. I enjoyed watching him play. I have mixed emotions when it comes to Tevez with the Argentina national team, but he was very, very talented. He always gave 110%, and no matter the club, and you could always rely on him. A great player, a great player. All right, Keanu Ruiz. Last, question for you, Osvaldo. Will Boca beat Bamford this weekend?
Brentford.
What? Who's Boca playing?
Banfield.
Banfield.
Maybe
okay.
Banfield.
Banfield on Sunday. Yeah, Banfield on Sunday.
Okay. Who knows? Hopefully, we finally won after a couple of months against Independiente Rivadavia. So who knows? You know how Argentina fans and Boca Juniors fans and fans related to Argentina soccer are very like this. So if we were losing, we were like the worst in the world. Now that we won one match, who knows? Now we can beat anyone, you know?
The best team in the world.
Yes, exactly.
No. Absolutely. There's a documentary on Tevez on Netflix. I got to give that a watch.
Oh,
I'm not sure.
Yes, that was released like 6-7 years ago.
Yeah, that was
good.
Okay, so I've seen this one. Yeah, I've seen this one.
Okay.
Keanu Ruiz, will Boca win another game ever? A better question.
Okay.
There you are. Sam, absolutely. We're going to be adding it. I believe it's already there. Or should already be there. No, it's not. We'll add it. Thank you so much, Sam, for that. That already was. On that note, any final thoughts, Osvaldo, before we wrap things up?
Just let anyone know that you can participate for this trivia on our website. We update it weekly, and there's a lot of prizes you can win, included, as we always say, a Julian Alvarez ball, a ball from the 2022 World Cup signed by Julian Alvarez as an example. And every month we also give away different retro Argentina jerseys. This month it's gonna be the 1978 Argentina home kit. So excited. Now that you told me that Messi is not playing, a little bit sad, to be honest. But there's still a lot of Argentinians in both teams.
100%. The starting 11 is out. Before we get to it, very quickly, Marina saying, I'm suspecting Keanu is a River Plate fan. It's possible. So the starting 11 for Inter Miami, no Lionel Messi. Ustari, Frey, Luján, Falcón, Alba, Bright, Busquets as captain, Allende, De Paul, Segovia, and Suarez. No Messi on the bench. Messi is not on the bench. So no Lionel Messi versus Tigres. But De Paul starts, and I believe, I haven't checked, but Angel Correa set to start for Tigres too.
And I honestly didn't know. I don't know if you knew about this. Guido Pizarro is the coach of Tigres. It surprised me. Did you know that?
Pizarro?
Did you know that? Yes, it surprised me too. I think it's pretty recent, but I really didn't remember he retired.
You beat me to it. I didn't even know he had retired. I thought he was still playing. I mean, a little bit up there in age, close to 40. Wait, let me see.
Google it. He's the coach now.
He's 35. Guido Pizarro is 35. He's coaching Tigres. Okay. I mean, he's done well. Congrats to him.
He's done well with Tigres. He played there a couple of years. He was in the 2018 World Cup for Argentina.
He was... No, he was part of the Copa team. I think
he?
Let me see. Yeah, he was part of the 2019 Copa America team. He wasn't part of the World Cup in 2018. He must have been cut from the squad. But close enough still. That's very good. That's a good memory. All right. On that note, I'll let you go, Osvaldo, and we're going to wrap things up here as well. As always, everybody, thank you so much for joining. Thank you, Osvaldo. Enjoy the game, my friend. Hit the like button, everybody, if you haven't already. Subscribe and notifications. Until next time, we're going to be live. Osvaldo, enjoy the game. Hopefully, we get to see many Inter Miami goals, specifically by De Paul, an Argentine player there. And we'll see how it goes. Until next time, take care, everybody.